So 90% of entrepreneurial ventures fail. And in the music industry, that's probably even higher. So how the f do we be a part of the successful 10%? What if you could live every single day on your own terms? Close your eyes for a second and imagine that. Creating your own schedule and doing work that feels fulfilling to you. And listen, I get it, it's scary. Nothing was scarier than when I quit my job and pursued music production full-time. But thankfully, I was born with a winning mindset. And I knew that what was even scarier than taking that leap of faith was being stuck in my current position indefinitely. I knew something needed to change. The problem I think exists today, blocking young entrepreneurs from success, is a very different problem to the one, say, 100 years ago. The problem used to be lack of information. It's what separated the haves from the have-nots. It's the reason that formal education institutions, like universities, became popularized in the late 1900s. The problem that exists today, however, is very different. We live in an information overload society where that overload becomes debilitating to young people, even those with huge aspirations. Too much information thrown at us from too many sources. You want to learn music production? Cool, there's 1,000 different guys telling you what to do, and all the information varies. It's too much to go through, leaving us to feel overwhelmed, which leads to us not taking any action at all because we are so unsure about what action to actually take. This is the huge problem: lack of action. If there's one thing you should take away from this video, whether you're pursuing a career in music like me, or trading, or Amazon FBA, or whatever the fuck it is, take massive amounts of action and do it now. So how do we actually take action? Well, I can only tell you what I did. I was overweight, so I stopped eating shit food, started running and going to the gym regularly, stopped smoking as much weed, and went to bed at a better time. 1.5 years later, a lot had changed in my body and life. For my music business, I knew I had to take considerable action too. I was miserable in my 9-to-5. I had been leveling up everything else in my life. I'd gotten my own apartment, fixed my body, and was doing well, but still relying on a job that I hated just to get by. So I said fuck it. I quit my job and had no idea how I was going to pay my bills. I created a strict routine for myself to follow every single day. So I've followed the schedule for the past 1.5 years. Taking massive action every single day like this has led to the following for me: much more muscle mass and a better physique. I've more than doubled my income from music production. I bought myself my first car, and I'd say it's a pretty nice one. And I even got myself a little best friend. This has really allowed me to live every day on my own terms, deciding when I want to work and being able to make myself a schedule that not only maximizes the time in my day, but improves my life. The reality is that any one of you watching can do what I do and apply it to your own field of interest. I'm 22 years old, and although I'm not rich yet, I'd say I'm doing pretty good for my age. I grew up in South Africa, and I literally have no connections here in Vancouver where I live. So if I can do it, I know for a fact that any one of you who grew up here or in the US with more connections can do it too. There's honestly never been a better time to be a young entrepreneur working online. If you can cut through the information overload and streamline your learning, you'll be years ahead of your competition in a matter of months, just like I did. For those in my field of music production and engineering, I know what you're feeling. It often feels like an uncertain industry. But truthfully, you can lay down your own path to success like I have and profit off of it. That's why for you guys specifically, I've created the Client Magnet, an opportunity for musicians to take their music production from a hobby to a career in 4 weeks. And honestly, it's an opportunity that I wish I had when I was just figuring things out. So click the first link in the description to learn more. But guys, no matter what industry you're in, musician or other, I wish you nothing but success. I hope this video helped outline a couple key secrets to leveling up as a young entrepreneur. If anyone ever needs anything, please, my DMs are always open. Peace.